Hello everyone, I'm here with another early build of a deck I'm working on. We have Raidraptor with the brand new support. I've been really interested in this deck. I did the react to it, I was very excited about it. I've tempered my expectations a little bit after playing with it. It turns out the deck just doesn't have any starters except for the new cards. It's crazy, it's an entire deck with no starters, it's all extenders, I don't get it. So I've, tempered, but I'm still excited. I think this is really cool, and more importantly, I think it's really fun. I'm actually really enjoying this deck. It's got a lot of flexible combo lines that end on a huge board, which is one of the things I really love. I love this about Speedroids too. The flexibility of the lines just like tingles my brain. So let's take a look at what I've got. First off, I should say, I took a look around, looked at a bunch of different builds of Raidraptor, because it's a bit of a confusing deck, honestly. There's a lot going on here and a lot of idiosyncrasies of the cards that they just don't seem to really work together very much. And only occasionally will you see, oh, there's a synergy. Oh, there. And then you can also just like spin your wheels forever in combos. Trust me, I have lost myself in a combo and then ended up on a nothing board more times than I can count. So I looked around and I've cribbed a little bit from here and there. I think most importantly, I have taken some pieces from Aegis Yu-Gi-Oh, Aegis YGO, who did get the combos, did have made a one card combo video. Not that doesn't actually work because he misread a card, but I misread this card as targeting 2 Raidraptor Ixies and not 2 or more, which makes it like a significantly better card. So I'm no one to speak about misreading a card. But yeah, here's what we're working with. We have 3 of the 2 new the main monster cards. These guys are crazy. Noir Lanius allows you to add a Raidraptor monster with a different level from one you control. You have to target, it's fine. And then also can increase the levels of your Raidraptor monsters while in the graveyard. Gotta be careful at this one because if you have like an extra Raidraptor monster on field, that one also will become level 5. And you just don't want that extra level 5 on field doing nothing. You really want to keep level 4s mostly, except for the 2 level 5s you need to make the rank 5. Bloom Vulture is like a 2-card starter. It's like Noir is a 1.5. You need like another Raidraptor monster in hand to like continue extending beyond just like a nothing board, but it does most of the work on its own. Bloom Vulture literally needs another Raidraptor in hand, or else it does nothing. You can special summon this card and a Raidraptor monster from your hand. It's like the Lyrilisc blue Lyrilisc card, and then it also has an effect in Grave. Really doesn't matter because it takes a lot of setup and it's just not something you're going to be doing. Raider's Wing. This card is a decent extender. It allows you to detach a material to special summon itself, and then it also gives Ixies monsters the ability to not be targeted by card effects if it's attached as material. It's treated as a Raidraptor card, so it helps us hit that high point of Raidraptor cards. You need a critical mass of Raidraptor cards for this deck to function, and these are some of them that we're playing. Speaking of Raidraptors that we're playing, Stranglelanius. Stranglelanius is actually a really good card. If you control a dark monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It locks you into dark monsters. Most of this deck locks you into dark monsters. You're only summoning dark monsters. It doesn't matter. And then if you control a Ixies monster with a dark Ixies monster as material, so after you've like rank up magicked, you can target a level 4 or lower Raidraptor monster in the graveyard, special summon it, and then it has its effects negated. A lot of these have a special summon effect that negates the effects. Very unfortunate, because a lot of these have some pretty powerful effects. But yeah, this is a pretty good way to extend. If you have an Ixies monster with a dark Ixies monster attached to it, you can really just make a rank 4 off of this guy alone. Vanishing Lanius is not super important, but it does come up. This one, if it is normal or special summon this turn, you can special summon a level 4 lower Raidraptor monster from your hand. This is an extender that you have to normal summon first, basically, to extend with. It sucks, but we gotta play it. Pain Lanius. This is the next one. This is the one we're searching off of Noir Lanius. We could theoretically search Lastrix as well. And if we draw the Pain Lanius, we probably will search the Lastrix off of Pain Lanius or Noir Lanius. But Pain Lanius is what we would prefer to be searching because this one can special summon itself by targeting a Raidraptor monster you control, and it'll then take its level. It'll also deal damage, but if you're targeting Noir Lanius, you're only taking 500 damage, so who cares? It just lets you get a free level 4 on field. So Noir Lanius, search Pain Lanius, that's 2 level 4s. You can make Ystrix, or 4 Strix, I mean. Ystrix is the Link monster. Lastrix is a little different. This one can special summon itself if you have a Raidraptor battle while you have spell traps on your field or in your grave. It's a really weird condition. This guy can tribute itself to special summon a Raidraptor Ixies from the extra deck in defense position, but its effects are negated, and then return it to extra deck during the end phase. I still haven't figured out what this guy is actually for. It's not a quick effect. Its effects are negated. I mean, obviously you're supposed to like rank up magic, but it doesn't really do anything for the combo I have, because I want to rank up magic on the opponent's turn. We'll get to that though. Mimicry Lanius is one we're going to be not actually summoning, even though it has an effect that increases the levels of all Raidraptor monsters by 1, which would help us get to our rank 5s. Instead, though, we're going to be sending this to the grave off of Tribute Lanius, or summoning it off of Ystrix in order to get it into the grave. Because during the main phase of this card in the graveyard, because it was sent there this turn, you can banish this card and add a Raidraptor card from your deck to your hand, giving you a little bit more search power. And this one searches the spell traps too. Tribute Lanius, as I said, it'll send the one to the grave. If it's destroyed by an opponent's monster, it does something. Who cares? Singing Lanius is just an extender. You can special summon this card if you control a face-up Ixies monster. That's it. Simple as. But it also contributes to our critical mass. You could honestly play another Raider's Wing and cut down on the Singing Lanius. I like Singing Lanius a little bit better because it doesn't have the detach effect, but Raider's Wing also has the protection effect. Dealer's choice, but you really got to have like a certain number of these guys, and I just like Singing Lanius better than Tribute Lanius, even though Tribute Lanius gets us the Mimicry Lanius in grave, because Singing Lanius can just extend for free, rather than Tribute Lanius needing to be summoned. That's it. We have the Continuous Spell Raidraptors boost. We only have one because you can set this to field with the rank 5. This one, if a Raidraptor monster is special summoned from the extra deck to your field, you can add a Raidraptor spell trap for your deck to your hand. So you set this one, and then you just get to search another Raidraptor spell trap. And then you can target 3 of your Raidraptor monsters you're banished or in your grave, and then place them on the bottom of the deck in any order and draw a card. So it gives you a little bit of card advantage too. Phantom Knight's Rank Up Magic Force is a Phantom Knights card, but it's also a Raidraptor card. It doesn't actually count as a Raidraptor card, so you can't search it off of that stuff, but you can search it off of Phantom Knight searches. And it allows you to banish 1 or more dark monsters from your graveyard, and then target a dark Ixies monster you control and special summon from your extra deck 1 Phantom Knight's Raidraptor or Ixies Dragon monster whose rank equals that of the target monster you control, plus the number of monsters banished. So, you banish... what you do, you see, is you make Dark Rebellion Ixies Dragon, you banish 1 dark monster, and then you make Dark Requiem Ixies Dragon. And we'll get into what those cards do in a second, but it's good, trust me. We have the new Rise Rank Up Magic Raidraptors Force, which is just a crazy name for a card. This card is crazy. During either main phase or your opponent's battle phase, target 2 or more Raidraptor monsters you control or in your graveyard, including a monster on the field. Special summon from your extra deck 1 Raidraptor Ixies monster whose rank equals those 2 or more monsters' total ranks, and if you do, attach those monsters to it as material. Now that means you can take, say, a 4 Strix on field, a Brave Strix in the grave, and another 4 Strix in the grave, and make Rising Rebellion Falcon, the rank 13 boss monster that then has an on-summon effect to destroy as many cards your opponent controls as possible. And we'll get to more of that as well. But yeah. And then it'll have 3 or more Raidraptor Ixies monsters with different names as material as well. So, get ready for that. We're playing Rank Up Magic Soulshade Force. I'm like really mixed on this card. I don't like it. I'm not sure, or I'm not sure I like it. I take it, leave it. I think it has some applications, particularly if you're trying to like recover. Like if they somehow outed your board, you're trying to recover, this card can help you recover. Because what it does is it targets a Raidraptor, Ixies a monster in the graveyard, special summons it, and then special summon from your extra deck one Ixies monster that's ranked 2 higher than the monster, and then use it as material. So it can help you recover, say, if you have like Ultimate Falcon in the grave, you can recover into Final Fortress Falcon. So if your Ultimate Falcon gets kaiju'd, you can go into Final Fortress Falcon off of this. Does that come up? I'm not sure. I need to do more testing in actual duels. The thing is, it doesn't come up in turn 1 combos, which is all I've really done so far. So in actual duels, will that come up? That's more of a question. What does come up though is rank up magic skip force. This is an important part of the combo. If you don't draw this card and you don't draw Phantom Knight's rank up magic force, you gotta go for skip force. You gotta go for skip force because you can get the rank up magic force later. It just won't be able to be activated this turn. You'll have to activate it next turn. But the skip force, you need it. So what this does is it lets you target a Raidraptor Ixies and special summon a Raidraptor that's 2 ranks higher. You can also use a second effect on the next turn to banish this card and a Raidraptor monster. You can target a Raidraptor monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So Ixies specifically. So it has some extension effects on your next turn too. But getting from a rank 5 to a rank 7 is super important for the combo. You need to have this. Raidraptor Nest is an interesting one. I really like it when it's online. If it's not online, it's a brick, which is basically how the entire deck works, because everything can be not online except for Noir Lanius, and even then, if you don't have the extension for Noir Lanius, you're not getting anywhere. But this card can be your extension for Noir Lanius. If you control 2 or more Raidraptor monsters, you can add a Raidraptor monster from your deck to your hand. It's really good. If you happen to draw some of the other Raidraptor spell cards, you can search this out using your many spell trap searches that you have through the combo, and then just get another extension. It doesn't have any requirements of what kind of Raidraptor monsters they are, so they can be main deck, Ixies, Link, you name it. So I like it. I don't want to play more than one. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of cards I'm really unsure of, but even more so here, Allure of Darkness. I'm only playing 2. Now, optimally, you should be playing 3. But I couldn't think of anything else to cut. Maybe the Soul Shave Force. But I would rather cut Allure of Darkness because I seem to be having some trouble with Allure of Darkness. I keep ruining everything. See, the thing about the Raidraptors is you need to have a certain, critical mass of Raidraptor monsters. So if you happen to Allure of Darkness and say draw into 2 triple tactics thrust, you have to banish one of your Raidraptors that are already in hand. And now you don't have combo anymore. You were just trying to extend. Now you could theoretically, set everything and activate everything and then activate it, but then you draw like the Pain Lanius, which you needed to search off of Noir Lanius or something, or you banish the Mimicry Lanius, you have to banish it and you don't get to activate its effect. I don't know, I don't like it, but also I can't deny that the 2-card draw, the cycling of 2 cards, is really powerful. I don't know, really unsure about this one. Let me know what you think. Then we have Imperm, we have Triple Tactics Thrust, we have Triple Tactics Talent. Blah. These guys are just good cards. In the side deck, we probably have like Ash Blossom and Droll and stuff like that. We also have Raidraptor Barrage, which is another one you can search off of these search effects. It's a trap card that lets you negate a monster's effects if you control a Raidraptor Ixies. It's good. It actually lets you negate any card if you have a Raidraptor Ixies. If you control a Raidraptor monster, you can target any monster. If you control a Raidraptor Ixies, you can target any card. You can also banish this card from your graveyard and target one of your Raidraptor monsters banished in your graveyard and add it to your hand. which is fine. But most importantly, it's a Omni Negate if you control a Raidraptor Ixies. And it's a normal trap card, which doesn't really matter in this deck, but you know. Then we have like a Phantom Knight package, Phantom Knight of Silent Boots, Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine, which is an extender, and Phantom Knights of Fogblade, which is an interruption. And Silent Boots is just here to be sent off of Rusty Bardish in order to set Shade Brigandine, add Fogblade. You know, the Phantom Knight thing. Speaking of Phantom Knights, we have Phantom Knight of Rusty Bardish, which again will send the Silent Boots in order to set the Shade Brigandine, and Silent Boots will get you the Fogblade. It also lets us link off Arsenal Falcon, which activates Arsenal Falcon's effect that we'll get to in a little bit. Ystrix here is a really important card. Very important, in fact. If this card is link summoned, you can special summon a level 4 Darkwing Beast monster from your deck in defense position, but negate its effects. That's also an important part. It can't be used as link material, doesn't matter. We're going to be using Arsenal Falcon. But you won't be able to use the effects of the one you summon, so make sure it's one you don't care about, like Vanishing Lanius or Mimicry Lanius. If you happen to not be in a position where you can use Tribute Lanius's effect, summon Mimicry Lanius, and then you can get an engrave off of, you know, being an Ixies material. Additionally, if your Raidraptor Ixies monster effect is activated while this card is on the field, set a rank up magic spell directly from your deck, and if it is a quick play spell, it can be activated this turn, which allows us to get Phantom Knight's rank up magic or Skip Force or Soul Shave, but we're going for one of these two first. Then we have 3 Force Strix. I've seen people playing 2, I'm playing 3. This card is so important that I think you gotta play more. So what this does is it allows you to, it has like an attack gain effect, who cares? What it does, and more importantly, is it allows you to detach a material to add a level 4 Darkwing Beast monster from your hand, or from your deck to your hand. And it's not a hard once per turn. It is a soft once per turn. So every time you summon a Force Strix, you are able to search. Isn't that neat? Raider's Knight in here doesn't actually do a whole lot. What it does is allows you to detach a material from this card, special summon from your extra deck a Phantom Knight's Raidraptor or Ixies monster dragon monster that is 1 rank higher or lower than this card. By using this face-up card, you control as material, but destroy it during your opponent's end phase. I suppose if you're not able to get to Phantom Knight's rank up magic force, you could use Raider's Knight to go into Dark Requiem Ixies Dragon, but Dark Requiem Ixies Dragon does not have the same effects if it does not have Dark Rebellion Ixies Dragon as material. So I don't know why you would want to do that. So I'm not really sure what he's doing here anymore. Could replace this guy for someone? Maybe like a Time Thief Redoer, I guess? I don't know. Brave Strix. I keep calling this guy Blast Strix. There's like a blast behind him. Anyways, Brave Strix. This guy requires 2 level 5 monsters, which are pretty easy to get with Noir Lanius. And it allows you to detach a material to set a Raidraptor spell trap directly from your deck. Or you can detach a material to add a rank up magic spell trap from your, or rank up magic spell, there's no traps, from your deck to your hand. Now you can only use one of those effects per turn and only once that turn. So you gotta pick one. And the one we're picking is the Raidraptor spell trap. We need that more. Now you can add a rank up magic off of that because Rise rank up magic Raidraptor's force is that exact kind of card. Also, this card, when it's Ixies material, makes the monster that has it as material gain attack equal to its rank times 100. Which, some of these cards have some pretty big rank. Next up, we have Arsenal Falcon. This is what we're going to be skip forcing Brave Strix into. That's a hard sentence to say, huh? So this guy is pretty cool. He's actually an extender despite being a rank 6 monster. Once per turn, you can detach a material from this card, especially someone level 4 or lower wing beast monster from your deck. If this card has any number of raid monsters material, it can attack. That doesn't matter. What matters, though, and for one, you can special summon a rank 4 or a level 4 wing beast monster and not have its effects negated, which is rare in this deck. But secondly, when this card is sent to the graveyard, while it has Raidraptor monster as material, you can special summon a Raidraptor monster from your extra deck, you know, the Ixies, except for Arsenal Falcon, and attach this card from your graveyard to it as material. So, if Arsenal Falcon is used as link material with Ystrix to make Rusty Bardish, which we're doing for the Phantom Knight thing ostensibly, it can activate and then summon, say, Ultimate Falcon and attach itself as material, which is really good. So definitely don't count this out. Next up, we have Satellite Cannon Falcon. This guy's a rank 8. That's his contribution to the team. He's a rank 8. Sometimes you just need the number. Ultimate Falcon is a is a really good card all on its own. It's also a rank 10. It is unaffected by other cards' effects. You could detach a material to make all your opponent's monsters lose 1,000 attack, and then not be able. Your opponent just can't activate cards or effects. So you'll have one material off of Arsenal Falcon, and then your next turn you can on the first turn you can attack, assuming you're going first. You can use this effect, and now your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. But also, if this card is a Raidraptor monster as material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, during the end phase, you may all monsters your opponent control lose 1,000 attack, and if your opponent controls no face-up monsters, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. So this guy wins in time too. Like, assuming you do your combo fast enough, this guy in the end phase is gonna do 1,000 damage because your opponent doesn't have any monsters on field. Again, assuming you're going first. Just very funny. Next up, we have Final Fortress Falcon, the rank 12. This card is a Raidraptor Ixies monster. Ixies material is unaffected by other cards' effects. Theoretically, you can go into this one instead of Ultimate Falcon off of Arsenal Falcon. He's got a big attack too. Look at that, 3,800. That's crazy. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card. Return all your banished Raidraptor monsters to your graveyard. Up to twice per turn, when this attacking monster destroys a monster by battle, you can banish a Raidraptor Ixies monster from your graveyard, and this card can attack again in a row. So this is better for like closing out games. Doesn't really do a whole lot on the play, or on your first turn. Rising Rebellion Falcon. This is like the entire reason for the deck. This guy, we're going to be summoning on our opponent's turn, so keep that in mind. We're going to be using the rank up Magic Force, the Raidraptor Force. If this card is Ixie Summon, you can destroy as many cards your opponent controls as possible. Then, if this card has 3 or more Raidraptor Ixies monsters with different names as material. So unfortunately, we're not actually going to be doing that because we have Force Strix, and we're just going to be using 2 Force Strix, so it's not actually going to activate the effect. Sorry. It's not as cool, but we don't really need the burn. It'll do burn damage just equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. Doesn't really matter. It's unaffected by other cards' effects, and then once per turn, you can detach 3 materials from this card to target one Raidraptor Ixies monster in your graveyard. Replace this effect with that monster's original effects until the end phase. So you also get to just copy the effects of monsters in graveyard. Pretty neat. Most importantly, though, it's an interrupt that destroys your opponent's entire board and is unaffected, and you'll also have Ultimate Falcon, which is also unaffected. So that's neat. We also have Zeus. Yeah, you can slap Zeus on top of any of these guys and go crazy. And then we have Dark Rebellion Ixies Dragon, which you can make off of any 2 level 4 monsters. And then rank up into Dark Requiem Ixies Dragon, which is more important. This guy is just like a straight up upgrade for the guy. It's a rank 5, so you literally just have to rank it up by 1. What you do get by that is you can detach a material from this card and target one face-up monster your opponent controls, changes attack to 0, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's original attack, which can help you close out games. But more importantly, when your opponent's monster activates when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. And then you can special summon an Ixies monster from your graveyard. As if it wasn't enough, you can detach the Dark Rebellion Ixies Dragon and then special summon it after negating your opponent's effect. So you'll have a negate as well, and as well as these unaffected monsters and an interruption and Fogblade to negate and Barrage to negate. It's pretty good. You can set an imperm too. It's pretty good. The problem is going to be getting there, and let me show you exactly what I mean by that by showing you a couple of test hands. Okay, so the first test hand we have here, we've got an opener. We're going to Bloom Vulture and then summon the Vanishing Lanius. Vanishing Lanius effect to summon the last Strix. We're going to Force Strix to grab Noir Lanius. Noir Lanius, summon the Singing Lanius, a special summon effect by its effect. Grab the Pain Lanius off of Noir Lanius. Pain Lanius effect, summon it. We're going to go into Y Strix effect to summon the Vanishing Lanius, just anything here. Force Strix here to search. We're going to grab the Strangle Lanius. We're going to grab the Skip Force. summon the Strangle Lanius. I keep saying that. We're going to go into Brave Strix. Unfortunately, we just kind of have to do that. I would like to keep the Strangle Lanius on field to activate its effect after we get Arsenal Falcon on field, but we just got to go for it. We don't have any other extension options. So we're going to use the effect to make them level 5s, and then we're going to go into the Brave Strix. We'll grab the Roost, activate the Roost, activate the Skip Force to grab Arsenal Falcon out, activate the Roost to grab the Raidraptors Force. We're going to activate Arsenal Falcon to summon the Tribute Lanius effect to send Mimicry Lanius. Then we're going to link off those guys for Rusty Bardish. We'll get the Ultimate Falcon out off of that. Mimicry Lanius here to grab Barrage. Bardish sending Silent Boots to... we already have the Shade Brigandine in hand, so we're just going to set the rank up Magic Force here. And then Silent Boots will be able to grab something else. We're going to get the 4 on field to go into Rebellion Dragon. We're going to grab the Fog Blade. We're going to activate the effect of Last Strix to summon Raider's Knight for no reason. We just didn't really need the Last Strix for anything. Again, I'm not really sure what the guy does. He's just like an extra search if you happen to draw Pain Lanius? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. We're going to activate the effect of Roost to draw. And we're going to set the Fogblade, the Barrage, the Raidraptors Force, and the Phantom Knight's Rank Magic Force. In the end phase, we're going to deal 1,000. That's time of the round. Alright, on our opponent's turn, they're going to activate the Bloom Vulture. That's obviously me. I hope you understand that that's me on the other side as well. We're going to rank up Magic Force, banishing that Last Strix I'm still not sure what to do with. We're going to rank up Dark Rebellion into Dark Requiem Ixies for the negate. They're going to summon their 2 monsters, and we're going to go ahead and use that rank up Magic Force. Now, obviously, you'd probably want to save this in an actual game, but I just want to show off what this does. So we target those 2 in the grave and the 1 on field, and we'll make our Rising Rebellion Falcon, which will also trigger Roost to grab Nest. So we have more extension next turn. We'll blow up their board. I mean, we don't even need the extension. Look at how much damage we have on field. 5,300, 3,500, 3,000. If they summon another monster, this guy can get even bigger. If we have another 21,000 or 2,100 over here, it's just crazy. So this is the combo, essentially. It was not a clean combo. You saw how many cards we used in hand up on that opener, but it got there. So this is the next test hand that I did, and well, we have the Noir Lanius. We can get Noir Lanius, Pain Lanius. We'll activate the effect, summon the Pain Lanius, go into Force Strix effect to search the Singing Lanius. Then we can go into Y Strix. Y Strix can summon the Vanishing Lanius, and we don't have any more extension after that. We can't use this as link material, so we can't go into Rusty Bardish at all, much less with the Arsenal Falcon. And the 2 triple tactics thrust are just staring at me menacingly. I don't know. It's not a 1-card combo. It's just not a 1-card combo. I don't know if this is actually going to be playable because of this. You just really need a 1-card combo. The only thing that makes me think it might be playable is just the fact that it's so powerful when it does pop off. But I don't know. We'll see. Alright, another test hand, and we've got the combo. We've got Bloom Vulture and Noir Lanius. That's all we need. We have an extra extender and some interruption. And some interruption payback, you know? We're going to Noir Lanius, grab the Pain Lanius. We're going to go into Y Strix, or 4 Strix off of those. We're going to get the Noir Lanius specifically into grave because we want that effect to go off. But then we're going to link off for Y Strix. Activate the Y Strix to get Vanishing Lanius. Then we're going to activate the Noir Lanius to make them 5s, activate the effect of the Brave Strix, set the Roost, activate Y Strix, set the Skip Force, Roost effect, Skip Force effect, Arsenal Falcon, Roost to grab the Raidraptors Force. We're going to then activate Arsenal Falcon, getting Strangle Lanius effect to get another 4 out of the graveyard. We'll go Rusty Bardish here, activate the effect of Arsenal Falcon to get the Ultimate Falcon. We're going to go for the 4 Strix here. We're going to grab Tribute Lanius. We're going to Raider's Wing. We haven't actually normal summoned yet, so we're going to normal summon the Tribute Lanius. We're going to activate the effect to send Mimicry Lanius effect to grab Barrage. Then we're going to do Bardish effect. We're going to set the rank up magic force. We're going to do silent boots to grab the fog blade. We're going to set everything and then make Dark Rebellion X Beast Dragon. I don't know why I did it in that order. Just playing around. So we've once again created a position where we have that same board as last time. We're also going to go ahead and draw an extra card, Allure of Darkness. Why not? Let's do 1,000 and then pass to our opponent. And you kind of know what's going on from here. We're going to rank up magic into Requiem, and then rank up magic into the Rising Rebellion Falcon, and then activate Roost to grab Nest. And I think this is plenty. So this is a hand that can theoretically make the full combo. Vanishing Lanius is of course coming up here. We actually get to normal summon it and then use its effect to summon the Mimicry Lanius. Or you can use the Pain Lanius, you know, summon enough. But I decided that this time I want to show off what happens if you run into like a single interruption. So, Vanishing Lanius, we're going to imperm our Vanishing Lanius. We're going to then activate the Pain Lanius to get that onto the field, get a rank 4 going. 4 Strix, activate the effect of 4 Strix to grab the Singing Lanius. We're going to go into Y Strix and, wait, we don't have a normal summon anymore. So, in a weak hand like that, we can't really play through any interruption. I'm a little worried about this. I think maybe some of the stronger hands can play through interruption, but I think it really depends on which card gets negated. Now, obviously, some of them just like aren't going to be negated in a normal board, like particularly like the ones that change levels and such, which are really important. But I don't know, if Noir Lanius gets negated, are we just done? If the Bloom Vulture gets negated somehow, are we done? What about Y Strix and 4 Strix? I don't know. Makes me a little concerned about the fragility of this. You know, we might want to run Called By even, but once we get to the point where we're running Called By, I'm really concerned. All right, one last hurrah. Let's see what that Raidraptor Nest does in hand. Let's start. Bloom Vulture effect. Summon the Tribute Lanius effect to get that Mimicry into grave early. Nest, we're going to grab off of Nest the Noir. We love Noir. Noir effect. Grab the Pain Lanius effect, targeting Noir to take less damage. Then we're going to 4 Strix effect to get the Strangle Lanius. We went ahead and get that Noir in grave so we can have the 5s. We're going to summon, make the 5s. We are specifically not summoning the Strangle Lanius until after we have done the 5. Keep in mind. Then we're going to activate the effect of the 5 to get the Roost. We'll activate the effect of Y Strix to get the Skip Force. We'll activate Roost to activate Skip Force, and then get Arsenal Falcon. We're going to activate the Strangle Lanius now so we can activate the second effect of Strangle Lanius to summon from grave. Now we can make Y Strix, or 4 Strix again. I am so sorry about that. Rusty Bardish, activate the effect of Arsenal Falcon to Ultimate Falcon. 4 Strix, grab Raider's Wing. We'll set the Shade Brigandine off of the effect of Rusty Bardish, and then we will Phantom Knights of Silent Boots to grab the Fog Blade. Then we can Mimicry Lanius to grab Barrage. We'll summon the Singing Lanius, summon the Raider's Wing, make Dark Rebellion, rank up magic. So we actually have it on field before our opponent starts their turn this time, so we can negate anything in the standby phase. That's like a monster effect we need to worry about. We're going to then draw a card off of Roost. I actually summoned Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine here for a reason. It's not just because we can. The reason is we need to get it off the field so I can set Fogblade. I need to set all 3 of these cards, so I need it off the back row and onto the front line. I don't know. I had to deal with it somehow. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and summon that. Do 1,000 damage. Our opponent's gonna summon, and then you know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna Raidraptor Force. Do the thing, blow him up, get him out of here. And that's Raidraptor. What a cool combo. So yeah, that's my current thoughts on the deck. I'm, again, concerned about the lack of a true 1-card combo. Everything seems a little bit too fragile and a little bit too inconsistent. The payoff is incredible. The payoff is almost unbeatable. The only thing I can see beating it is like the Sphere mode. You know, Sphere mode, maybe even Lava Golem if you just Lava Golem correctly. I don't know which ones you would choose, I guess, but like even if you don't choose and as long as you like get rid of the negate, as long as you get rid of Requiem Ixies, I see Lava Golem being a problem. But man, I really like that you can wait on Rising Rebellion though. That part makes me feel a little bit better about it. But I think we really lose hard to Kaijus, and I feel like we also lose hard to Interruption. Ash Blossom, Imperm, especially Imperm. I think Imperm is disastrous for us. And Imperm is being played a lot right now too, so I don't know. It doesn't seem good to me. Book of Moon. I think we lose to Book of Moon, but luckily we're not gonna have to worry about that on our first turn. But like that brings up a point though. What do we do going second? Like obviously you can just try and run this combo going second, but like how far are you gonna get? If your board gets wiped, you can't really do anything except for Bloom Vulture. I guess that's why Bloom Vulture has that second effect, so you can recover going second. Honestly, I hadn't considered that. I think that's actually pretty decent. Potentially. I'm not sure. Again, it'd have to be something you would test through. Like, what kind of lines would you make going second if you get interrupted? It really depends on where in the combo it comes in, too. Especially since you don't draw Bloom Vulture all the time. I would definitely summon Bloom Vulture off of Ystrix, assuming you even get that far to Ystrix. But, like, if you're going second, I would definitely summon Bloom Vulture off of Ystrix just to get that in the grave. Yeah, I'm like... There's, like, parts I really like as, like, a deck. I think make this deck exceedingly powerful in like a specific way that makes it a playable deck in the current format. But there's also parts that make me go, no way, you can't play this. There's no way this is good. I feel like you're just gonna have to run hot. It's like how Infernoids were for like a long time, like way back when. You're just gonna have to run hot for an entire tournament to make this win a tournament, you know. But I feel like you could. I feel like you might be able to. I don't know. Let me know what you think of it. I think. Let me know what you have if you have any ideas for what to tweak and what to play. I've seen like Blackwing Zephyra. I'm not exactly sure why you would want to go into that. There's not really a good way to get it into grave other than like Foolish Burial, and I don't want to play Foolish Burial. Most of these other cards are like Raidraptor specific. None of them really mention like a winged beast, you know? They're all like Raidraptor, Raidraptor, Raidraptor. So I don't know why you want to play anything that's not a Raidraptor, other than Phantom Knights and Silent Boots, because we're sending that off of Rusty Bardish. Like ordinarily, I don't think I'd even play the Phantom Knights thing here, except for the fact that it works so well with Arsenal Falcon to make the Ultimate Falcon, and I just love Ultimate Falcon. He's such a cool guy. But yeah, let me know what you think of all this stuff. What'd you think of the my non-engine even? And let me know what you think about Shave Force, Allure, please let me know what you think about Allure. And yeah, my ratios here. Lastrix. Tell me what Lastrix is for. I mean, it could be good for going second, honestly. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see ya in the next one. Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You can also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now.